Well, you know what? I think we should go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Evan.
Hi.
Perhaps you could think of a time when you had this huge presentation coming up or a test you didn't study for where you felt the characteristic butterfly feeling. It's completely normal in my studies. There becomes a time when these feelings begin to run our fingers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I persist in my mind like a bird in a cage, a canary who sings, a dog who howls. Mundane and overall trivial tasks begin to weigh down upon the realization of my imprisonment. I subject myself to the media of my peers. I sit and wait for a sign or possibility of escape from the speckled, dirty brain I call my warden. I run back and forth like a child who cannot tire, but I do not know the feeling of energy. My legs sit glued to the chair, my eyes transfixed to the television screen. I feel for the ground with my feet as my toes traverse some endless void I call my bedroom floor. Just then I hear my thoughts scatter as the sounds of clanking begin out my door through my window emitting from my television. A specter of people, of a person, someone, the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I walk through Anteater Town. I take a left through Anteater Town. I take a break through Anteater Town. Humans have such a purpose and are so magnificent, purposeful, magnificent. I unzip my legs from the chair to keep escape from the terror I put myself into. Yet I confront the unknown. I look forward into the television screen, and I am no longer certain of the sounds I hear. The shows and movies I knew are now warped, turned into spiraling swirls of tendril-like colors so deep I feel as though I shall fall through. I reach back through my mind, hope to find some resolution for all of it. This. Talk. 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 Move. 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 Rest. 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 Push and pull. Rip and tear. Stretch and compress. I fall over and over and over and over. Not 1 or 2 or 3. I cannot contain my joy. I spring up and down, fall to the ground and contemplate. I purse my lips and purse my lips and purse my lips and kiss people who are not there. I cry and flush out memories of a world I had only spent years trying to perfect. My flesh renders and I burden myself to fix this. The length of my depth-filled mind, now shallow and soften to a drop of a puddle. Nothing over all.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 9, 3, 10, 4, 11, 5, 12, 6, 13, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'm Cade Solberg, and I was the performer within this pod.
I'm Sid. I did a lot of the video work. I also created the music piece for this.
I'm Thomas Reed, and for this project, I worked on sound effects and capturing dialogue for the monologue.
I think a big part of what I was saying in this is the very beginning of quarantine, or the very beginning of when things started to go down. You were trapped in, as our piece is called, Canary in a Cage. We are canaries trapped in our cage where we want to be these songbirds and we want to have this ability to say things, but we're currently trapped in this cage because there's a virus killing millions of people outside that we can't leave and do this art that we're trying to do. This kind of plays into distance as well, is that we can collaborate well at a distance. I mean, as obvious it is to say that, for probably half of this entire process, we hadn't even seen each other's faces in person until probably about like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long. And the ability to do that really spoke wonders to how technology has moved forward and how, as individuals, we can communicate through distance.
Washington State and Snohomish Health District officials announced the first U.S. case. The White House announcing that it's since created what's labeled a coronavirus task force. CDC advising cloth face coverings.
Well, I don't know anybody that has COVID-19 here in Thailand.
Thousands risking COVID exposure.
How do I know it's
in
real?
the sun this Memorial weekend.
Officers respond with riot gear.
Lately, customers have been buying everything off the shelves. Officials in like last time were dealing with the virus. Here in Georgia, we see the voting lines.
Breonna Taylor.
George Floyd unprecedented voter fraud. Protesters for Breonna Taylor, as loud as what he cited could be the largest economic relief crisis in American history. Stocks are going down.
Lines for voting are
crashing.
hour isolation.
Investors looking
Police
to
officers in riot
Breonna
gear use
Taylor.
gas and grenades containing rubber pellets.
State
Governments
delays lasting
As we see
hours.
spikes again across the country.
We decided
Riots in
Several thousand
Minneapolis.
workers are getting
The
sick.
U.S. does not have enough coronavirus to test George
Face
Floyd
down,
voter
knee
fraud.
on his neck.
Capitol overthrown.
As we see spikes again across the country.
In Minneapolis,
Trump's need to fight the result.
makes George Floyd's vested interest in
Unprecedented voter fraud.
today, marking the 100,000 lives
The
claimed
election
by the
results
corona
are still
officer
being
is thought to
tallied.
put Spain seeing over 400 deaths
Face
within the
down.
last 20 years.
It's a virus like flu.
So when I ask, you want to know why our economy is tanking?
George
Because
Floyd.
everything is closed, people.
George Floyd.
It's as simple as that.
Breonna Taylor.
Want to know how to fix it up? Open up your
The
store.
misinformation.
We can't let a little
The
bug rule us
misinformation.
forever.
The misinformation. The misinformation. Washington State and Snohomish Health District officials announced the first U.S. case. The White House announcing that it's since created what's labeled a coronavirus.
Yeah, I was in charge of the audio and as far as music and the voiceovers.
Vincent.
Hi, I did the animations of the newscasters on the TV and some voiceover work.
Jackson.
I'm a dancer.
Emily.
I am also a dancer.
Monica.
I worked on the music too with Reid.
Libby.
I was a dancer.
And Baruch.
I worked on the projection.
At least for what I was trying to accomplish is kind of the distance between how newscasts portray the same information. So a lot of times on the TVs in the background, you'll have the same news story, but one is more neutral and then one is more kind of loaded, I'll say. Like, for instance, there'll be like the first thing that shows up is on one TV, it says there's a new virus that it emerged from Wuhan province. And then the other TV is like, is this new China virus a hoax kind of thing? So I just wanted to just explore kind of the distance between newscasting in different channels.
Distance has really affected us in doing a project or in our creative process, because we cannot meet each other and talk about things. We have to do it via Zoom. Maybe someone has class or not able to come at the right moment. I think that really affected us.
As far as recording voices and instruments, it definitely made it more challenging. Finding people who are both willing and able to, subject themselves to other human contact, risking COVID, it definitely has affected my art as far as recording.
I'll say I like the motion sensor of that whole projection of the movement was really nice, and how it interacted with the globes. I guess that was my favorite part.
I chose that element because it described how distant we are. And in fact, it's like seeing our soul in the space. It's like reflecting what they're struggling beyond the earth.
Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me?
My name is Evan Beekman, and I worked on the 3D graphics of the mountain and the little bit of like water animation behind, as well as putting together the video that went behind. And we'll talk to Lydia in a little bit about the
why don't we go
2D graphics.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Lydia Lind, and I did the 2D animation and kind of put that on top of what Evan made.
Great. And Mars.
I'm Margaret Ness Ludwig. I also go by Mars, and I was the performer as well as the costume creator for this piece. Another member of our pod that's missing is Trista Anderson. She primarily did the music and vocals, as well as mastering the song for our pod. So I really wanted to focus on, in the piece, like very metaphorically and literally, like the burdens we carry and have been carrying through this past year, in the form of the shroud. And I explored distance by using the feelings that a lot of people have during the year, especially this year, of annihilation, separation, crippling loneliness, anxiety, and that shroud and that costume represents that. And then throughout the piece, when the shroud comes off and it is danced with and held, it is showing that, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope that we can all strive towards. And that's what I think is the goal of this piece and is the goal of most of us right now.
So I'm in a little town of Jackson in Wisconsin. It's about 25 minutes northwest of Milwaukee. And it's about a 10-hour drive away from MSUM. So for all of my work, I've done it locally on my computer. And then when I had to be at the building, I would just do a remote control of the computer that they had there and would just Zoom call in. So I was still able to be there and, make adjustments, but I wasn't able to see the screen or really see everything as well as I would if I was there.
I'm Mikey Kalbakov. I am a dancer.
I'm Anna Jennings. I was also a dancer and also the drummer in this project.
I'm Max Kutchell, and I did the music and the audio for the project.
I'm Sam Weld, and I did the video motion graphics for this.
In the early stages, we had a lot of talks about like what kind of things that it makes us think about. And of course, with the pandemic, we think about Zoom and online and social distancing. And you'll see in the performance that there is quite a few of those elements of like those online Zoom, those kind of distance type elements as well. It was just really crazy being back in like a theater space again, where we haven't been performing for a year. It was just really weird, but good to finally be like live performing again. And like, this isn't the first thing that I've been doing lately as far as live performance stuff, but this is really it's really refreshing to get back into the swing of things. I just think it's really cool how, 4 people of different majors and areas of study were able to come together and make something really cool.
I loved the lighting. I just loved the ambience of the stage presence. It just brought me back. It felt like home.
Yeah, it's like everything that came in at the tech rehearsal, the lighting and the live music, that just made it really come alive.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite part. When everything was it was the whole picture. And you're just like, here we go. This is what it's all about.